What is up, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how we do keyword research at Amplifize, which is the Google Ads agency that I own. And in today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how we select, how we look for the keywords that we use, how we select them, and how we implement those in our Google Ads accounts or in the Google Ads accounts of our clients. So, in case you don't know me, my name is Floris van Vleuten. I own Amplifize, which is a Google Ads agency specifically for e-commerce businesses, where we help them scale in multiple markets, multiple locations, and in very different niches, but all within the bigger e-commerce niche as a whole. And we've generated multiple seven figures for them in the past months and years. And we are on a roll to multiply that by 10 this year, which is very cool. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly how we do proper keyword research for our clients and how you can basically do the same. So let's dive right into the document and I will show you everything there. Cool. So, keyword research blueprint. How to do keyword research so well you transform Google into an ATM with infinite free cash. Don't you like that name? Mastering keyword research in 2024 is no rocket science, but you have to know where to look for and what to look for in order to be successful. And in this guide, I will teach you both. Whether you're a seasoned marketer, an e-commerce brand owner rushing into advertising online, or an advertising trying to refine your skills, understanding and implementing robust keyword research and a keyword strategy in 2024 is crucial, and it is. This guide will walk you through the process of identifying and implementing the right keywords and match types alongside the strategic use of negative keywords to optimize your campaign's performance and return on investment. So that's a mouthful, but we're gonna cover everything in the importance of right keywords, the importance of negative keywords, keyword match types, how to do keyword research with a template as well, and the implementation of it all. So buckle up, or sit back and relax, or anything in between, and I will walk you through all the steps. So yeah, let's go. Let's start with the importance of the right keyword. So let me make one thing very clear. Keywords are the foundation of Google Ads campaigns because Google Ads mainly, in general, goes into keyword targeting and not into audience targeting. Although it moves more towards audience targeting in 2024, but that's another topic to talk about. So the right keywords can make or break your campaign, but it still requires a good ad copy and a good landing page and a good product and a good market and good price. So there are a lot of variables that contribute to the success of your Google Ads campaigns, and keyword research is definitely one of them. But you should take into account that all the other things come into play as well. But in today's video, as I said, we're going to cover the keywords. So I just wanted to touch upon the importance of the rest of the whole customer journey. And for the rest of the video, I won't mention that anymore. And let's just move on to the right keywords, because doing keyword research properly can really increase your campaign performance, obviously. So as I said, keywords are the foundation of any Google Ads campaign. They connect your ads with potential customer search queries, enabling you to target relevant traffic to your websites. So the right keywords can drive targeted traffic, increase conversion rates, because if you target higher intent keywords, the conversion rates will also go up. And you can optimize your ad spend if you look at keywords that are, for example, a bit cheaper than other keywords. Besides the normal keywords that you use in your campaigns, right? So you use keywords that you want to target. You also use keywords that you specifically don't want to target. And we call those negative keywords. So negative keywords are just as crucial as positive keywords, especially in 2024, because they help you exclude unwanted traffic by preventing your ads on showing on searches that contain those terms. This can significantly enhance campaign efficiency by reducing wasted spend, obviously, improving campaign metrics to increase click-through rate and quality score, and enhancing user relevance, so improving overall account performance. And that brings us to the first template that we're going to use, or that I wanted to share with you. So I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but wherever you see this video, I will include the document that we are covering somewhere around the video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, for example, check out the description. And if you're watching somewhere else, look for the document, because I shared the document around here somewhere, so you can just copy it and walk through it. Let's get back to the document. So in the document, at the importance of the negative keywords, we see a template right here that we use at my agency. And if you click it, you can easily create a copy of it. And how this looks like is you have a lot of keywords that don't contain any buyer intent. So for example, can, can't, cannot, how, will, what, when, where, who, why, won't. All those terms, if included in a search query, are most likely not to target people who are already looking for a product that they can buy. If that makes sense. And the same goes for pretty much all of the lists that I included in this spreadsheet, except for somebody looking for price or prices. So how you could use this spreadsheet is to go over this and copy every word that you want or that you don't want to use in your search queries, right? So you could, for example, copy the whole English list and then go over it just 1 or 2 times, seeing, okay, is anything included in here that I do want to be found on? For example, if you sell refurbished items, you have to include those, right? So where were the refurbished items? Yeah, so you have to include those. So just go 1 or 2 times over the list and then copy this and put it in your Google Ads account. That's it. Back to the document. The keyword match types in 2024. You've heard me mention it a couple times already, but 2024 is kind of a weird time to live in terms of the Google Ads environment, because we work with a lot of smart bidding. We work with keyword match types there, which are very different from what they are intended to be like a couple years ago. So yeah, it's very important to understand that Google Ads in 2024 is way different than Google Ads in 2021, for example. As for the match types, the broad match, phrase match, and exact match, which we all know. So broad match is a broad match type. Phrase match, you include that like this, and exact match, you include that in your account like this. To explain a little bit, broad match captures a wide array of user searches, but requires careful monitoring because Google will deliver far beyond the broad match, like the keyword that you delivered in Google Ads, right? So for example, if you would say pedal racket, you would not only show for tennis racket, but you would also show for tennis ball, for example, just to give you some idea of how broad it goes. So broad match could be very effective because it leverages the algorithm of Google, like Google's machine learning. So it could be very well used, but it's like the best practice is to use broad match more in a matured account. So in an account or a campaign with 30 to 50 sales in one campaign, or 100 to 200 sales in the overall account, and then broad match could be very useful. But it's good to have an understanding on how broad match works. Then you have phrase match, which is basically a hybrid keyword match type. So you have broad match, which is very broad, and then you have exact match, which would be very exact. I'll get into that later. And then you have phrase match, which is kind of a hybrid type in between. So it's not very broad, but it will deliver at words that will have some similarity. Yeah. And then we have exact match, and exact match was once intended to be exact. So like the word that you provided was literally the only word that your ads could trigger on. In 2024, exact match also delivers widely beyond that specific word. So even though you might be using exact match, it's very important to closely monitor your keyword search terms. So you have to exclude irrelevant ones. I hope that everything is clear in terms of the match types. And if it isn't, look up the Google documentation about it. Cool. So now we are going to get to the bottom, like to the real blueprint of this whole video. So how to do actual keyword research with a template. To effectively perform keyword research, follow this structured approach. And I will first sum them up for you, and then we will cover them. So we have to identify our core terms. Then we are expanding our list with tools. Then we are analyzing search volume and competition. Then we are utilizing the keyword intent, be selective on that as well. And then we are refining and prioritizing. So let's start with the beginning. And let's keep with the example of having pedal rackets, right? A pedal racket store. If we would identify our core terms, that would be words like pedal racket or best pedal racket 2024, or I don't know, like how the niche works, but maybe firm pedal racket or lightweight pedal racket, words like that, right? Then we are expanding those words with the tools that are mentioned in here. And I personally, and everyone at my agency, uses the Google Keyword Planner. We don't particularly use SEMrush, and we don't use Ahrefs or anything else. We just use the Google Keyword Planner, right? So how Google Keyword Planner works is you put in your language and you put in your location. Let's say, for example, we are targeting the United Kingdom, right? United Kingdom, English, and then we are searching for pedal racket, lightweight pedal racket. What did I say? Firm pedal racket, heavy pedal racket. Cool. So these are my intended keywords, right? My core keywords. And I started out with some ideas right here, put in English and the United Kingdom. And if you click get results, Google will actually give us a list of 1,200 keywords that could be relevant for our campaigns, which is really nice. And we also see the trend here. So we see that in April, was like 40K total volume. And in March, last month, it's like 77K. So now would be the right time to advertise on your pedal rack. And what I always do is I filter on monthly searches to get a general idea of how all these search terms are looking like in terms of monthly searches, but also the keywords itself. And then we see the year-on-year change, and basically every data point there is in terms of relevance there is to know about the keywords that we chose, right? What we do is we go to the document and we see here keyword research client date. We use this specific template, and it's a very easy template, but it's good to have all the data in one place. Then it enables you to create a copy of it. So we click make a copy. And then we just see one master sheet with the branded keywords. If you are a D2C brand or a reseller, for example, you can just list them up here. The non-branded keywords with high intent, and maybe you want to include some non-branded keywords with low intent as well, just for your awareness campaigns or anything like that, if you want to include those low intent keywords. So what we are going to do is we're going to change this pedal racket store, for example, and the date is April 15th, 24, right? And it doesn't really matter if you're doing this for your own brand or for a client. This is probably the best way to name your file, right? Then we have the keyword ideas. We have this big list right here, and we click download keyword ideas, and we click Google Sheets, and we say, for example, keyword research pedal April 15th, 2024, part 1. For example. It says preparing report, takes 1 or 2 minutes, and when it's done, we basically are going to copy the sheet that Google has created in our master sheet. So what we are going to do is get my face out of the way, and then we click this thing right here, and we click copy to existing spreadsheet, and then we click the sheet that we just created, recent, keyword research, insert. And now we have keyword research, pedal, this and that. Oh, and just like that, we have the master sheet with the branded keywords and the non-branded keywords and the non-branded keywords with low intent. And then we have the sheet that we are using right here. And what we are going to do is pin the first 3. Then in case the sheet didn't do this already, we're gonna create a number out of this, and then we're gonna filter. That works best. So filter A to Z. No, Z to A. This is fine. All these pedal rackets search terms don't got any volume, so we can just delete those. And then we have these are the biggest ones, right? So we see pedal racket, pedal tennis racket, pedal tennis racket. All of these best table tennis pedals. Okay, so these are the best high intent with the biggest monthly searches, and we see a top of the page bid, which is really fine for us, between like 20 and 80 cents in general. So we put the branded keywords right here, non-branded keywords right here, and we are going to use them in our campaigns. And this is basically how we do keyword research. It could get way more extensive depending on how many products you have, how many brands you are selling, but you can easily duplicate this master sheet, and you can duplicate these rows as well. So for example, insert column to the right, and then you can say, for example, pedal racket. This is probably how I would do it. So we have pedal racket, and then let's say, for example, you also sell cricket bets, just for the example, and then you can create the list like this, right? Fairly easy, and then you can just create the list out of this. Depending on how your store looks like, this could be the sheet that you are using. And as I stated right here, feel free to edit the sheet so it fits your niche, so it fits your needs. Client getting results is the end goal. And for us, it's getting client results. For you, it might be getting your own result. So that's basically how we do keyword research, step 2. Then we analyze, of course, search volume, we see competition, we check the intent and basically filter them in the sheet that we just used. And then we are refining and prioritizing those. So we see the CPCs, we are just choosing a couple keywords, and also we have to see how the keywords perform once we are using them, like in reality, in real time, right? Because even though the Google Keyword Planner is, in my opinion, one of the most accurate and best keyword tools out there, it's still not real time. So things might differ. So just include them in the campaigns and monitor closely, because that's probably the best way to monitor performance and to increase your sales. Implementation with your keywords identified, right? The next step is implementation. So you have the list of keywords. As I said, you still have to do like the trial and error. Just use the keywords in your campaigns and see how well they perform. But there are a couple ways that you can improve your performance. So the first step, of course, is to set up the campaign. So structure the campaigns and the ad groups around your keyword themes. And what you can do is, for example, you have the master sheet, right? You have the master sheet in terms of sports, and that could be an ad group. And you could also duplicate the ad group, and then you could have like the master sheet for clothes. Just to give you some example, you have to use your own creativity in this, but I'm sure you will figure it out. Then you have to use keywords in your product feed. So if you are e-commerce and watching this video, you have to use the keywords in your product feed. So in the title and in the description, because Google's like the Google bidding, the Google auction will trigger the keywords that it finds in your product title if you are an e-commerce business. So use the most important keywords with high intent and high volume in your product feed, such as in the title and in the description, to get your shopping ads impressions. Then use the match types. As I explained earlier, try to play around with it a little bit and use exact and phrase match in the beginning. If you have some conversion data, try to run experiments with, for example, 50% of your keyword budget towards broad match keyword. Besides that, regularly update keywords, like not only the well-performing keywords and like disabling the less performing keywords, but also monitoring your search terms and adding negative keywords to your campaigns, ad groups, maybe even on account level, depending on what keyword it is. And then lastly, monitor and adjust bids. So keep an eye on performance and adjust bids for keywords based on their conversion rates and impact on campaign goals. That's basically it. To sum up, guys, effective keyword research is an ongoing process, not a one-time task. So everything that I explained in this video, especially the first couple steps, were about the initial keyword research, but try to make this an ongoing process. So not only the managing the keywords, but do like the keyword research once a month, once every 2 months, to see if you see a certain trend, if you see some new keywords popping up. And this is probably the best way that you can do your keyword research for your brand and get the best results. It requires continuous learning, testing, and adjustment to align with evolving market trends, competitor strategies, and changes in consumer behavior. And by following the guidelines in the keyword research blueprint, you can create a foundation for Google Ads success, driving better results through well-informed strategic keyword management. And that's it. That's it for today. As I said, like keyword research, the initial keyword research is really important, and the right keywords and the right negative keywords can make or break your account. So it's very important, but also try to look beyond the keywords. I touched upon that at the beginning of this video. You have to know the importance of the whole customer journey. So targeting the right keywords is one step. Creating the best ad copy out there is another step, and optimizing your product feed could be another step. And then you have, of course, the product page, the landing, price, the images, and everything that comes with that, right? So try to optimize the whole process of your potential customer, and that's probably the best way to get in the most sales. And if you follow everything that you learned in this video, it like the first step of the process will be mastered, and that gives you the opportunity to focus on the new steps again. So thank you so much for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure to follow me on LinkedIn, on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and you can just look my name, Floris van Vleuten, and follow me around. And that's basically all I wanted to say to you today. So good luck with doing keyword research, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.